Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be carrying on with The Pale Beyond. Let's dive straight back in. So it's 2 weeks. That's okay. Why is this one locked? I don't know. Let's go back into here. So we were just starting week 3, I think. Now, confession, it hadn't actually saved here. It had saved at the beginning of the previous week, which was in the first video. So I've just played through, I've just clicked through, trying to do all the same choices I did before. So we'll pick things up now, start of week 3. Let's a quick check, see if there's anything to interact with. Okay, saved game there. So we'll bear in mind that it saves the game when it says it has saved the game and not before. Alright, well let's go and check out the crow's nest first. Okay, so that's us. So I think previously we were probably about here, weren't we? So yeah, we're making progress. Oop. How do I get out? Oh, okay. You could. Oh yeah. Okay. So week 1, we're not on this map. Week 2. Oh, I didn't. I thought it would show us our position in the previous week, but it did not. So how do I exit this screen again? Oh, okay. That's fine. We go check on the dogs. Oh, I feel that this might become a bit of a daily routine, petting the dogs. Let's go to the captain's cabin. Getting very low on fuel. Hopefully something will happen here to replenish that. Captain Hunt appears to be absent. His chair is unoccupied. Well, we'll get started. The whole room shudders. Okay, we better go and see what that was. What in the... Well, I was worried about this. Look at that ice. We could be trapped for a while. Strong pressures, as if we didn't have enough bother. Well, no need mucking around. Let's get to work. Where's Hunt? I'll grab him. I'm sure he felt it too. Sure, check the boiler room. I'm sure the mole man has problems of his own. Not to worry, everyone. We'll be free and moving again before you know it. Back to work. So we're going down to the engine room now, I suspect, are we? Oh, we've got Kasha here. Officer Shaw, what happened? Ship's come to a stop. I almost flung my camera into the wall. We didn't hit anything, did we? Have you seen Hunt? Not since this morning. He was going to speak with Grimley about the lifeboats, last I heard. Okay, so we'll go down. We can check the pump room. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Let's check this room. I'll take some tin food. Let's go down to the lower deck. Grimly. Ship stuck then. If you're looking for Hunt, you just missed him. How? We didn't cross paths. Don't ask me. I'm gonna go check with my brother. Okay. Coal bunker. Boiler room. Let's go in the coal bunker first, because we can take some coal. Oops. Resource cards. There we go. So that's kind of our inventory. Oi, if I made any errors, I'd tell you. It's secure, don't you worry. They notice you. Am I interrupting? Not any more than he's interrupting me work. I'm ensuring that the boiler was not damaged in the sudden commotion. And I told you if it was, you'd already know. I'm not in the business of making mistakes. I know that if the furnace goes, we'd go down with it. Yes, but you're only one man with just a pair of engineers as assistants. Just looking at the number of valves, this seems far too much for you to handle. Maybe your bloody benefactor should have considered that. I got used to it by now. It will hold, trust me. I will. Well, I will have to, won't I? I don't fancy staying on this ship any longer than necessary. It's imperative we break free from the ice as quick as possible. Hammond eyes you, a grimace on his face. First mate's here, but where's the one who got us into this bloody mess? He's a difficult one to find. Indeed he is. I have a suspicion as to where he may be now. We're on a ship, an unmoving one at that. The man cannot simply disappear. If he's anywhere, he must be in his cabin. When you find the man, give him an earful on my behalf. Can't do it myself. Too busy keeping us alive. Templeton gives a nod. I believe you and I both owe our good captain a visit, Shaw. But you should call the crew for dinner first. Routine is important, especially now. Not before I fed this furnace. Never mind grabbing some coal from the bunker, sure. Are you afraid of dirty hands like Mr. Templeton over here? No, we can put some coal in. She needs fuel for the week. Okay, we don't need to do that just yet. So we'll feed the furnace. Like so. That's going to add 20. Got to 41. Barely enough for half rations, that is. Okay. Let's go up. Time to feed the crew. You emerge mid-deck to find the crew readying themselves for dinner, despite the ice. Some seem nervous. Others, as if nothing has changed at all. Well, we can add to the hoosh pot. What will it be this week, sure? Feed the hoosh pot. Here we go. The crew have their meal. The dinner is shared. It's evening. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. You can't help but notice that it's still bright light outside. Alright, let's overhear the Stockley brothers. You didn't see him either. He didn't post by, but his cabin door was locked when I checked. Slippery bastard. What are you thinking, Hunt? Okay, the captain is noticeable by his absence. You talk to Casher again? No sign of Hunt, I take it. Mr. Templeton passed by, but he wasn't exactly willing to take questions. Let's go up. Oh, wow, some people on the ice. We can talk to Kurt. I think we'll go to the forecastle. We'll talk to Cordell. One would think Hunt would be taking action at a time like this. Instead, the man has squirreled himself within his office. An odd one. Oh, but we're going to tickle the pooches. I said the poops. I meant the pups. There's probably a lot of poops in there. There's 14 dogs in that very small space. Let's talk to Kurt. Keep it up, lads. We'll set ourselves right in no time. Ah, sure. I just saw Templeton entering the captain's cabin. Seems Hunt sold himself up inside. Maybe if you had a word with our good captain, he'd be willing to lend a hand. No sign. Oh, what's going on there? I was informed that he was here. Where could he have hidden himself? Maybe he's gone overboard. Templeton glares at you. This is not a time to be making jokes, Shaw. Ah. Oh, it's supposed to be a laugh. The captain's laugh rings out from behind the door. The captain watches you both, his head swaying as he chuckles to himself. You're a surprisingly difficult man to get hold of, Hunt. Seeing that this is your ship. Ah, I know it well. Hunt's eyes turn to you. I believe you two are already acquainted. How long have you been drinking? Don't suppose you care to join. Hunt shakes his hip flask as he holds it out, whiskey sloshing and spilling from the top. And what of you, Shaw? Can't tempt you with some sweet nectar? I don't drink. No, you don't care to humour me this once? Ah, well, your loss. You intend to offer drinks at a time like this? This ship, your ship, is trapped in the ice. This is my ship now, is it? What do you expect me to do? Get the shovels out? You could have heeded Kurt's warning. Ha! Kurt. Puh. Are you still hanging on his word? You'd have some luck relying on that old lout. He's a man chasing a spotlight, nothing more. There's no safe passage here.
This was always gonna happen.
Mr. Hunt.
Captain.
If you're not fit to stand, then you should retire for the night. Shaw will stand in your stead, and we can continue in the morning.
And abandon my duty? No captain who would do that is a fit captain. Wouldn't you agree?
Well...
Not you. Shaw, isn't that right? What do you think makes for a good leader?
Making the difficult choices. Choices nobody else wants to make.
Do you think you could live with yourself? They would act like the choice is the difficult part. The choice is easy, sure. Instinctual. It's not being able to sleep after. That's what they never prepare you for. But I'm serious, sure. To you, what makes a good leader?
We don't have the time for...
In a word, then, what makes a leader?
Willpower.
Willpower? Explain.
The power to make the decisions that will last with you.
Yeah. Here's the secret, sure. Anyone can do that. There's never been a so-called impossible decision that wasn't made. It's the days, the months, the years after. They're all as painful as the minutes, the seconds. That goes beyond anyone's idea of willpower, sure. Speaking in platitudes will do you no good. A good leader is something more than a single rule you were told to follow. When you see one, you just know.
You have wasted enough time pining philosophical.
No, my apologies. I'll ask the real questions. Sure, look at where we are. Do you honestly think we're going to survive this?
I don't know.
I expected as much.
The captain laughs.
Sure. Nobody knows we're out here.
That doesn't leave this room.
No, wouldn't want to upset your employer.
Our benefactor.
We all want to be paid after this, don't we?
Enough. If you weren't fit to lead this expedition, you should not have agreed to it. You shouldn't be.
None of us should be here. Oh, Kurt paid handsomely to join. You're just a botanist sent to keep an eye on me, our doctor. Ha! And then there's me.
What of you? Hunt laughs to himself, his head dropping low. Templeton opens the door. The captain needs his rest. We'll discuss this once he's of sound mind. Let him speak, Templeton. I wish to know more.
It's all right, Robin. Go on now, Shaw. I'll be all right here.
The captain appears to have fallen asleep in his bath. Aye. Alright, let's talk to Templeton again. Captain Hunt needs his sleep. It would appear the pressures of command have greatly affected him. You should find some rest yourself. The crew have their commands. Clear your head, and we will continue on the morn. Aye. Okay, let's go down deck. I was just going to do a little explore, just in case there's anything else, any other little events or resources to collect that I should be aware of. It's quiet in here. Let's go back to our room. I probably don't need to navigate to my room. I might just be able to rest anywhere, but I think for roleplay reasons, let's say we go back to my room before resting. You awake to a room awash with green. Oh, I've lost 15 crew. There is loud banging on your door, and a familiar voice speaks from behind the wood.
Sure, you in there? Sure.
Oh, Hammond, what's going on? Why is everything green?
Never mind the green. The boiler's in serious trouble. Pumps need manned and we need to stop the whole system overheating. And I don't need to tell you if the furnace goes. We go.
What am I supposed to do? You're the engineer.
Well, I couldn't bloody find Hunt and you're the next best thing. I need someone's authority to take action. Now bloody give it to me.
Okay, Hammond, what's your plan?
What do you think the plan is? We need to find the captain. Now.
Okay. Talk to Kasha again. Kasha rises up, holding her camera tight as the ship rumbles. What's happening? Are we going under?
Not if we could help it. Out of the way.
It's safe to go up top, right? The Aurora, it's a shot I can't miss. Kasha steps back before snapping a photograph of the ensuing chaos. The lights of the Aurora flicker over the pale ice. Check on the dogs. The animals are barking furiously at the green that has invaded their territory. Calm, Stanbury. What is happening to the ship?
Nothing I can't fix. Don't fret.
Then I shan't stop you, Mr. Hammond. Have you seen the captain? I've been resigned to this room, and I'll have to stay as much as such, lest you wish to add a frightened kennel to your current problems. Let's leave. Right, Templeton. I can't see the captain in here. Nothing. Visibly perturbed, he takes a moment to compose himself. Even the tub is empty.
Why would you expect him to be in the tub?
Not important. This doesn't make sense. The man seemed barely fit to crawl himself into bed earlier.
What?
Hammond turns to you.
All right, sure. Captain's missing. You're in charge.
Well, we can't give him up on Hunt that easily.
I bloody well can. He missed his chance to take the reins.
Yes, indeed. The crew are no doubt waking at this moment. They're no doubt scared, confused. It's your duty to keep them calm, to maintain order. Hammond glares at Templeton.
It's sure his job to get down to the boiler room now. We've already wasted enough time looking for that bastard Hunt.
If you storm down to that room, all you'll be doing is inciting a panic. We need to calm the fears of the crew, maintain an air of focus.
Lighten them as the ship goes down?
Not at all. Instead, we'll assure that when we know how to remedy this matter. You do know how to remedy this matter, Mr. Hammond?
Aye. And we need to be quick. I don't have time and worried about some stupid sailors' feelings. We've got a bloody ship to save.
Well, it's as you said. Officer Shaw is in charge. The decision is yours. Hammond's right. We can't waste any more time. The boiler won't wait. Fine. I will keep the crew at bay, then.
Come on, don't worry about him. Let's go.
To the boiler room. Quick check for things. I think we're pretty much in the middle of some emergency. As more of the crew noticed you and Hammond descending below, the whispers began. So we lost 15 decorum. Soon the crew pick up the pace, walking directionless with hurried footsteps. Alright, let's talk to Kurt. Kurt approaches.
Boiler trouble, I take it. I'll lend a hand. Not when you're working that cane, you're not. I have enough strength to go tell the crew to hit the lower decks as many as possible. Let's go ashore. Time to see this blasted ship.
You descend the ladder. Ahead you can see the brothers trying to open the door to the hold. Trying to get in, same, door's stuck.
Pull out of you bastards, we need to get in there.
Can you help us? The metal door unsticks. Grimly looks to you before darting off into the dark.
Where's that bloody idiot running off to?
For you to sound the alarm.
Bloody hells. Let's get moving.
You enter the boiler room. As you enter, Hammond's engineering team are hard at work. The larger of the two engineers loses grip of their valve as steam begins to shoot out, causing Hammond to dash forward.
Watch it!
Hammond tackles the engineer to the ground, saving him from a nasty steam burn.
Made it just in time.
Can't remember this guy's voice.
What's the word, Chief?
Keep those valves pumping. We need to avoid a water hammer or we won't be making it off the ship. Sure. The rest of the crew ain't here. Grab a valve and start turning.
Alright. You grab a valve and begin turning, trying all you can to keep the water at bay.
Pump!
You feel the ache in your muscles as you continue to push the valve, keeping the pressure at bay. have some fuel. Oh my god, we're losing all our fuel. The furnace rumbles and sputters, hemorrhaging fuel. You keep turning, doing the best you can to keep the pressure at bay.
We could be at this for hours. Shit, where's the rest of the crew?
Here they are.
Right help.
Right, we're out of fuel. The furnace rumbles and sputters.
Get me coal and turn those valves.
I can't feed the furnace. I'll get fuel. One second. Coal. Okay, so I can appoint someone to gather supplies. Let's get... not Lefty. Not the people with one arm. Not the drunk. Let's get him. Actually, let's get a few. Yeah, let's get Runtin and Gnomes. Who's the guy who took the flower at me? That's one thing I found out when I was redoing Chapter 2. Right. They get to work. Okay, that's sorted. I can feed the boiler. Put some of this in. That's good. I can do a pump. What am I doing here? Probably people? Right, so it's just the sailors. So, let's get, say, 2 Johns doing a pump. Let's get someone else quite strong. I'd like to do Corvid, but, okay, we're going to need someone with 2 working arms, so let's get Tashi in. With enough hands working on the boiler, you begin to fight back the potential water hammer.
Someone's gonna have to hold the furnace in place.
Alright. I'm sort of down to 1 eye, 1 arm, drunk. Well, okay. He's got 1 eye, but he's got 2 arms. Lefty approaches the furnace. The room shakes.
Water hammer!
Oh no. A jet of steam paints Turner. It subsides as they writhe in agony. When a crew gains a severe status effect such as wounded, scurvy or frostbite, that crew member will become invalid and unable to work. Great, he's our helmsman. You keep up the work. Mind you, we're not going anywhere, are we, I suppose? You keep up the work, shifting the valves until the boiler has fully calmed. The ship is saved. It won't be sinking today. As the crew give assistance to the wounded Turner, you feel your muscles tense. You fall back, collapsing from exhaustion. As you lay back, all you can hear are a pair of panicked voices.
Where the hell is Captain Hunt?
Oh, he's gone. That's just the prologue. Captain's gone. Oh, we're going to have to go down to half rations, I think, chaps. Otherwise we're going to run out of stuff. It just affects the decorum. So let's keep the fuel up for now. Food was getting a bit low. There we go. Temperance is saved from sinking. The Aurora passes, leaving only a bright light and white. I think we got through that okay. Ooh, what was that? Week 4, 1 week at Temperance Camp. You're alone in the captain's cabin. Out across the deck can be heard the commotion of the crew. Word has spread quickly that Captain Hunt is missing. Templeton slips in through the door. Sure. Still no sign of Hunt? I'm afraid not. Hunt is still missing. Missing. There we go. Oh, his name is Rufus. And he isn't alone in that regard. Sanders, Sparrow, and Gren are also unaccounted for. Okay. Oh, right. That was Corvid. And Joseph. Okay. As is a sizable food and fuel supply and one of the larger lifeboats. Sure, you and I are not naive. It seems quite clear what has happened here. Yes, but why would Hunt abandon us? That is a question I cannot answer. I doubt we'll ever know at this stage. The former captain is no longer with us. You understand what that means, sure? I would care for you to enlighten me. A new captain must be selected by the crew. As first mate, you have the most clear argument to take that role. No, Not sure if I don't know if I'm prepared. I'm afraid you will have to be, regardless of your personal feelings on the matter. They will hold a vote as soon as possible. The carpenter, Grimley, he is still loyal to Hunt, and many of the sailors will follow his voice, if not all. Though I can assure you have the vote of myself and my scientists. Kurt and his crew are like to support you as well. I'm unsure where the engineers will side. They're likely loyal to their pay. Turner is still recovering from their steam burns, which may end up working to our favour. And the civilians are a mystery. But I believe when all is said and done, you will just about make the vote. You've clearly given this a lot of thought. Of course, it is vital to remain aware of the crew's intention. They're waiting outside, sure. They're scared. They don't know where to turn. You and I both understand the importance of maintaining decorum. Tough though times seem dire, remember, there is a rescue ship on its way. Even if the Temperance falls, we will still have a potential escape. 35 weeks. The ship will arrive at Viscount Island in 35 weeks from now. We should focus on surviving that long. That is all we need to do, Captain. How can we be certain the rescue ship will come? I can assure it. Our benefactor will ensure it. Another 35 weeks, Captain. Keep it in mind. Here, you should have this. Templeton presents you with a fancy-looking hat. Hunt's hat. He left it behind in his cabin. That tells us what we need, doesn't it? I'll take the hat, then. The commotion outside grows. I choose to willfully observe reality. I suggest you do the same, Captain. The scientist refrains for a moment. Out with it, Templeton. I think it's best we declare that the captain and the missing crew are dead. There's no need for us to complicate things any further. I won't lie to them, Templeton. Leaders lie. Get used to it. The crew are waiting for you on deck. The desk. Hunt's ledger is gone. The tub. The last place you saw Captain Hunt. There's still drops of whiskey. Frozen. Address the crew. The hushed voices become more distinct as you make your way back out into the open air. You notice the absence of Turner. The crew members notice you and stop. Their attention ripples across the deck. Attention! It should be clear by now that Captain Hunt is no longer serving his post. As such, we should vote in the new captain. I nominate Officer Shaw for the role. The clear choice is first mate. Grimly. And what a Hunt! Oh, he's not Scottish. And what a Captain Hunt? I do not see him among us, do you? Don't see a body either. He's still out there. That's better. We don't know what happened. Something we can discover. For now, someone has to take the reins of command. All in favour of Officer Shaw? Alright, start the vote, I suppose. The wounded guy abstains. Templeton is for me, as are his scientists. Arthur Nutley? Oh, he's gone for us. Kurt and his scouts for us. Grimly Stoke, loyal to Hunt. Yeah, lost a few. Oh, wow. The engineers are abstaining. Oh, God. Cordell, abstaining. So it's down to the journalist. She's gone for me! Ah, we just about got there. What do I do? You have been confirmed as the captain of the expedition. Well, the ayes have it. Shaw shall be acting captain from this point forward. Or acting in Captain Hunt's stead. The crowd look to you expectantly as Templeton gives you a knowing nod. A moment passes in the cold as they await your next words, curious murmurings scattering between the crew. To those who don't know me, I'm Robin Shaw. As they look to you, it's not long before the obvious question spills from a crew member's mouth. I can't remember Yorick's voice either. Where's Captain Hunt? Captain Hunt abandoned us. He doesn't like that. You notice Templeton's eyes widen. Whispers begin to roll throughout the crowd. He appears to have left this expedition along with 3 missing crew and one of our lifeboats. A silence hangs in the air. As long as we keep our wits, there's no reason we can't survive this. The crowd begin to bubble up once more, with more and more questions coming to the surface. Members of the crew start speaking out one by one, with question after question thrown your way in quick succession. I don't know, Mr. Zack. I think that's the first time we've spoken to him, is it?
How are we supposed to survive out here?
Is help coming?
What about our pay? Will we still be paid?
We'll have to rely on each other out here. Everyone will have a role to play. We were all brought onto this crew for a reason, and it's time to exercise those skills. I know this isn't what we signed up for. But stick with me, and I will see us through.
What are those lost, Captain?
Memorial service will be held once the ship is freed from the ice.
Understood. Well, you heard the captain. Get to it.
The crowd dissipates, returning to their roles aboard the ship. You pass Templeton. He glares at you. Ignore him. He departs. Tensions. Alright, so what have we got here? That's Kurt. Let's go see the dogs first. Oh, has one got Cordell? Oh, I thought it was a dog with an exclamation mark. I suppose congratulations are in order. I would hope you're prepared for the task at hand, Captain Shaw. Why did you abstain during the voting? I am not a member of this crew. It did not seem right for me to weigh in on their matter. Alright. But we can pet the doggies. You nod knowingly at it. I want to pet them. It offers you its paw. Can we do it again? You ruffle its fur. Alright, well, we'll talk to Kurt.
Sure. Or should I say, Captain Shaw. That Hunt. He didn't seem the type to just leave his crew behind. Still, no good dwelling. I have confidence you'll take up the mantle well.
Do you have any experience leading expeditions?
I've never captained a vessel, if that's what you mean, but the navigator is just as much responsibility to lead. In that sense, I have plenty.
Okay. We're probably going to need to send people out to the ice, aren't we? Let's explore the ship first before we kind of do a story thing. Nothing here. Let's go down. Oh, the kit. Oh, that's the cook. Let's just check on everything. Ooh. Pump floodwater out of the ship's cabins. Cures crew of freezing. We probably want to do that. Oh, you only one can... Well, okay. Probably want the sailors to do it. Who's Grimley? Right, we'll get the drunk in there. Let's just do that for now. I don't want to use up too many people because we'll probably need them for stuff. Take something for the hoosh pot. Now we can talk to the crew. Well, we best make use of this ketchum while we can. Feed the hoosh pot. Let's do it. See what we got. We got the red room. What is this? It's hard to say. It looks a bit like a doctor's or a bar. What is it? I have no idea. Go to the coal bunker. We'll take some coal. We're going to need a bit of fuel. Let's take a cup. Oh wait, I'll get someone to keep doing it. We'll get get 2 Johns to do it. Okay. Let's talk to Hammond.
Captain, how are you? As long as you aren't in my way any more than Hunt was, I'm happy.
Why did you abstain during the vote?
Job needs doing. Whether it's you or Hunt doing it, I don't care. As long as we aren't freezing to death, that's all that matters to me. Keep her lit, Captain.
Alright, let's pop a couple of things of fuel in. Ask engineers. What is the temperature? Alright. No idea what that bedroom is. Hopefully we find out. My old cabin. If there's anything in there now. Alright, let's go to the captain's cabin then. Templeton, there should be no hesitation, Shaw. You're the captain now, and you must carry that authority instantly. It is best that we carry out the daily routine as normal, show that you're capable in the role. We should take the day's requests immediately before seeing to our resources. I've kind of already done that. You saw the duties of captain first-hand while serving Hunt. You're acting captain now, it's time you take up that mantle. A line is already forming at the door. No surprise, given the circumstances. Take them as you may, Captain. Alright, Curtin Cordell.
Captain, I brought the kennel master with me. This is something you will both want to hear.
I have a strong suspicion on what this matter is. I was planning to speak with the captain on it myself.
Fortunate happenstance, then. Captain, I know these conditions well. I've seen them before. Any idea of the Temperance being freed from the ice anytime soon is a pipe dream. We need to press on. We need to become aware of our new environment. Trust me, Captain. We'll be living off it for quite some time.
What of you, Cordell? Do you agree? Indeed. The dog sleds will need to be exercised regularly, and there is no better way to engage than to engage in hunting.
We're quite lucky despite the circumstances. Now is the peak time for hunting and navigation.
And navigation.
Traversing the ice may be a possibility in the future. We need to be prepared for that. If we're to survive out here, we need to know what lies ahead. These are uncharted territories, Captain. We have no idea where we are.
Your current rations are not set to last forever either. Send any hunting party to me as you please. My dogs and I will ensure their survival. Cordell exits.
The same sentiment from myself and any scouting teams. If you wish the great unknowns to be braved and charted, I'm your man. We need to know what lies ahead. Keep looking forward.
We'll do Hammond.
Saving that boiler was only the start of our troubles. Have you seen the state of this bloody ship?
It has certainly seen better days.
She's bleeding in the lower decks.
I believe the older Stoke is attempting to rectify that.
We need to stockpile as much fuel as we can. If the furnace runs out by the end of the week, we die. If we spend too long on this ship, we die. If we don't stockpile enough fuel for the winter,
we die.
Aye. Get me some coal. Give it in the furnace.
I'm afraid he's not wrong. That coal bunker is our only source of fuel for the time being. Until we can procure alternatives, we should assign crew to shoveling wherever possible. Yeah. Junior.
Right sure? The ice looks unbudging, doesn't it?
It would seem that way, yes.
Groot, he seemed to think so. They think if we don't intervene, the Temperance will never get freed.
If you're suggesting breaking the ice, I can assure you that won't work.
I'm not. They are.
No intervention is going to break up the ice enough to free the ship. Putting others to work on that is simply a waste of manpower.
Oi, maybe. They're scared though, worried. They just want to feel like they tried something.
Templeton's right, we can't waste crew on a pointless task.
Understood.
Best not to sell false hope. It only leads to more disappointment in the future.
We'll see you for dinner, Captain. Don't forget the hoosh pot needs fed.
Okay, so we lost decorum for that. Hopefully there are ways to regain it. Before dinner, you should See to sending out our first sledding team. I also believe it's time you gave our good doctor a visit. We'll still have wounded from the night of the Aurora. Their wounds will need to be attended to before they're fit to work. And I doubt I need to remind you of this, but we need every hand available. Don't be afraid of assigning my team for some manual labour. They'll complain, but they'll work. Okay. Let's have a look. We'll overhear this conversation.
You seem familiar. I finally placed you. You have you? Yes, I remember seeing you compete. Soren Killeper, you were quite the gymnast. I'm surprised to see you in this line of work. Not too many gymnasts carry long careers. You did quite well when I saw you at the Summer Games. I recall you placed.
I'm going to make her Australian. I can't do a Cockney accent. I don't recall winning.
I can't believe Hunt is gone. What happened?
Who knows? He was drunk. Whatever he was thinking, he definitely wasn't in the right mind.
What about Smurf and Corvid and Joe?
Who knows?
Corvid owes me 5 gilst.
Don't think you'll be seeing it soon. Yeah, that's just petting dogs, which is always good, but we have done that today. Below deck. Alright, who's this? Tucker.
Sure, or should I say Captain, right? I thought your name sounded familiar.
I sailed the merchant lines as well.
I think we served on the same ship a couple of times.
I don't remember you, I'm afraid.
Don't worry about it, I only know your name from manifests. Still, small world. Good luck, Shaw.
Yeah, he's probably had a different voice the first time, but if he's going to be sort of a black market on board the ship, make him more of a Weasley voice. Oh, he's the doctor! You enter the ship's infirmary. Your presence seems to startle the young man inside, the rattle of dropped forceps ringing through the room.
Oh, goodness, it's you. Captain now, isn't it?
You're the doctor, I take it. Oh, I've lost loyalty. Why?
Oh, right, yes, I am. Dr. Arthur, Nutley. Dr. Nutley. Dr. Arthur Nutley, that's it.
It's good to meet you, Arthur. Try and be nice to him. I don't know why I lost loyalty. Nutley gives a weak smile. He did vote for me.
Thank you. It is good to properly meet you. I suppose I seem a little scatterbrained at the moment. It isn't the norm. Recent circumstances have been rather trying. The inclination towards seasickness is no help. Turner, the steam burns they suffered from the furnace are severe. If you let me take a look, I can do my best to alleviate their pain.
Is there nothing more you can do?
Why is he losing loyalty again? I wish there was, but there's no cure for these kind of injuries. I'm afraid this is the extent. At this point, all we can do is wait.
Nutley lets out a nervous cough.
Captain Hunt, do you think he may still be out there?
Did you know Hunt well?
No, not at all. Rather, he knew my, Oh, well, that's not important. Apologies, I'm rambling. I suppose you wanted an update on the crew?
A report would be nice.
Mostly scrapes and scuffs. As for the dogs, you're better asking, the kennel master.
You mean Cordell?
Yes, Cordell. I haven't taken well to the dogs, I'm afraid. I'm unsure how to carry myself amidst most people, and animals are more quick to judge, and Cordell herself is harsher still. But you can rely on me for any human medical issues, yes.
Nutley pauses for a moment.
Is everything, good? I mean, is someone coming to rescue us?
Everything's under control. He nods expectantly. Nutley keeps his head low.
Is there anything I can do for the crew?
After crew are assigned to the medbay, they will be cured of all status effects by the end of the week. Okay, so can we put what have I done? Can I not put him in? Let's come out of it, because I want to put him in. I think I may have done something wrong. There we go. Command to rest. I don't need to instantly cure him, but maybe it would be good to cook something up. Assign 3 scientists to instantly gain 1 medical comforts item. It can be used immediately to cure all in the medbay. Well, okay, well, let's get Lefty up and about. Let's give this a go.
If you can give me these, I can get the crew back on their feet. Is there anything I can do for the crew?
Yes, let's use that to cure Lefty.
Thank you, Captain. They will be ready to work again starting today. Is there anything I can do for the crew?
Are they still doing it? No, they're locked now, so they've done that task. Okay. Oh, that's good. Sounded like he was going to let Lefty die, but I think we managed to save him. So a quick look at the stuff. The pumps look okay. I'll take another one of these. Oh, this is for gathering food. Okay. Yeah, she's missing. Yeah, he can do it. When gathering supplies, you can assign an amount of people to instantly gain that many items. Right. Give Lefty some light work on his first day back from hideous burns. They get to work. Okay, so I can... You got anything for those? Yeah, we can put a couple of these in. There we go. So food's doing pretty well. Let's talk to Kasha. Officer, Captain, sure. I suppose I should get used to calling you that. I was asking the crew if anyone had seen Hunt or any of the deserters last night. Not a single soul. I know the man knows this ship well, but that seems odd. Do you think the crew could be lying? I wouldn't accuse anyone of that, but it is very unlikely that he wasn't seen by anyone. I suppose the boiler troubles caused a great deal of distraction. Let's go down to the boiler, check out the situation. Let's try this red room again. What is going on in here? It could just be where all the medicine and chemicals and stuff are kept. I don't know. It looks like there's wine glasses in there, though. I guess we've assigned that. I don't think I have anything to... Coal goes in, we stay alive. Really that simple. I don't think I've got anything to feed it. Okay, well, we already assigned people today, so let's just leave it at that. Call the crew for dinner. Okay, I still haven't sent out the sledding team from the map. Oh, okay, yeah. So let's go do that now. I didn't realise we had to go to the map. Okay. So, we can basically scout these areas with the dogs. Let's go east first. Alright, Quilsy can go. What does this mean? Hunt. Why not? We have 3 people hunting. Captain's. Is that the captain's? No, that's me. Okay, my face has been scribbled out. It looks like a good hunter. Right, gnomes, you can go out hunting. We got a seal. Assign any amount of crew to gain that many animals. Animal resource items at the end of the week. Okay. Gnomes are marked down to hunt for the week. Okay. Let's go south. I can send Yorick. What have we got? Research the formation of under ice melt pools. Okay. I think the scientists are used up with the medical based stuff that we did. So let's not worry about that right now. Let's go north. And we have another hunting spot. So let's put... Alright, Cavity, you can go and do that. I kind of don't... Alright, let's do another one. Why can't I, I don't get why I can't sort of do that. Right, just do... What? Oh, is it because we don't have enough dogs for that? Okay, fine. Fine. At least we know the hunting spot now. So let's return, I suppose. Let's go and call everyone to dinner. The crew have their meal.
Ha! Shall we give a toast to our new captain? Hear, hear.
I don't know who more was. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. Despite the time, it's still bright light outside. Is that just the hoosh pot? No, we can talk to Junior. Evening, Shore? I'm proud of what I've been able to cook up for the crew lately, considering the rations. Though I do wish I had something better to work with. I'd kill for a good beef steak. You do excellent work, Junior. You have a knack for this. I was hoping to get loyalty there. Oh, we did. We've been told. Hunt would say he couldn't eat a bite that wasn't prepared by me anymore. Okay, that's cool. Can we talk to him again? Oh, he should hit the hay or well hammer. Guess there's hay in there. Okay, he's done then. Let's talk to his older brother.
Do you need me for something?
You served with Captain Hunt for quite some time. Tell me about him. Minus loyalty. I was hoping to get loyalty.
It's none of your business.
He stares at you before nodding to his hammock. Okay, great.
You're the tall one, aren't you? Oh, thanks for noticing. Been this big since I was 15. You ever considered doing films? You have the stature for it. Oh, I can't act. Acting isn't part of it. You stay there, cut a nice silhouette, and you'd be a star. That sounds awfully easy, doesn't it? It can be.
Tucker. Which one was Tucker? I think it was the drunk one. I can't remember his voice. Let's make it Northern Irish. Looks like we'll be trapped here for a while. I don't remember Tashi either.
Oh, I don't like the ship's chances either.
There'll be some time before we see home. Shit, I'm gonna die of boredom out here before the cold takes me.
You'll manage, I'm sure.
Alright, this lot.
So tired.
You'll get used to it, lad.
There's far too much work.
Thought you wanted the work. If I could do it with one arm, you could do it.
You're always saying that, Dar.
Okay, we'll go back to the lower deck. Oh, there is someone in here. Ah! It's like a dark room. It's where she develops her photographs. Good evening, Captain. I was growing used to sleeping on a moving ship before we became trapped in the ice, you know. Now I think I won't have a good night's sleep until we return to land. I think that's something we can all look forward to. A good motivation, then. Oh, she got loyalty. I know a hot bath and a warm bed are the first order of business when we return to land. I may stay bundled up for several days. Truly savour it. That's cool. I'm glad I've worked out what that is. I've never had it referred to as a red room before. Bloody cold, innit, Captain? Don't know how you spend your time away from the furnace. Even colder without your hard work, Hammond. Yee, loyalty. Aye, I know. Good. We want more loyalty. I don't think Grimley's going to be a member of the fan club for a while. But we'll do what we can with the others. So Zach, Mr. Zach. Oh, it was Mr. Zach. Was he the one I woke up in the first episode? What was his voice? He was a bit arch, wasn't he? Awfully loud, aren't they?
I don't mind all that much. They've worked hard all day, they're owed their leisure.
Those sailors ought to remember we all need our sleep. Oh, I've been to the doctor's bay. What's this one? Enter Kurt's room. Okay, wow. Big man in a very small space.
Evening, Shore. Cold one, innit? I used to think I was growing used to the cold. But as the years have gone on, the elements have only grown harsher on the body.
I'm sure you can handle it, Kirk. We're going to have to flatter him, I think, to get loyalty. There we go. And you'd be right. I can still complain every now and then, though. Ha! Okay. Who's this? Templeton's room. Well, we're going to talk to Templeton, then. Good evening, Captain. It'll be some time before we see rescue. Perhaps you should be endearing yourself to your crew. For now, I'd like to learn more about you. Now, we lost loyalty. You needn't do that. I'd prefer to continue with our work. Fostering personal relationships is not a concern. Okay, we have to remember what sort of approach that everyone responds to the best. Now we'll go back to the forecastle. Start off with the best boys. Aww. It offers you its paw. Captain Shaw, I presume you're here to see the dogs? Yes, how are they faring? And I show interest in the dogs. Hopefully that's going to gain her loyalty. Nope. They have already acclimatized, though recently they've been exhausted and in need of rest. It's no surprise, our conditions keep changing. They grow used to one state before being thrust into another. One refuses to eat and has been losing weight rapidly. I assume the change in scenery has affected it. They need their rest, just as any person. They tend to be more reliable, however. Are you speaking from experience? With people or with dogs? Regardless, I will say it's a matter of both. Captain Shaw, you will recall my conditions with Hunt, do you not? Like it was yesterday. My demand was that I work here with the dogs. Your people may help with the sleds, but they're not my responsibility. They're not my people. I am holding up my promise with Hunt. I do not intend to join your crew. The dog beside her barks. That dog, does it have a name? This is Stanberry. I think we learned Stanberry's name the last time. If I get lost in the ice, you're the next captain, Stanberry. That got a loyalty. Cordell smiles, confused. Hey, Stanberry. The animal looks at you. Pet them. You ruffle his head, he's a good boy. Okay, well I think we just retire to our cabin then, shall we? Okay, crew member will be cured of their malnourishment. Crew members will be cured of their freezing. So if I put it to say here. Right. Yeah, we can see what happens. So if we can reduce the fuel ration. I think we'll have to, although we're going to lose more decorum. If we make it hotter, we'll gain decorum back. But we'll use up more fuel than we actually have. Okay, what about rations? We're not doing too bad on food. I think we do that, because then we've got some hunting going on. Or is that just silly? There may be other opportunities to get the decorum up. Maybe we just sit at like a sort of a neutral rating for now. Okay. Gnomes returns from hunting with 1 crab-eater seal. Dogs arrested and available to be sent out. Another week on the ice. The ship holds. Barely. Week 5. 2 weeks at Temperance Camp. Saved game. Okay, so it has saved this time. But I think we'll probably leave it there for now. So thanks very much for watching this second episode of The Pale Beyond. Well, I think we're really into the sort of the meat of the game now, where we're trying to gain loyalty with the crew. We're trying to keep everyone warm and fed, but you know it's going to be a big struggle to do that. It looks like we're sending out some hunting parties on the ice now, which is pretty cool. So we'll see what effect that has. And there's still like 9 members of the crew I've not even met yet. So maybe we'll get to meet them too in the next episode. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, then please do hit the thumbs up button on the video. Leave a comment as well, because it's always great to hear what you guys are thinking about the series and the game. And subscribe to the channel too, if you're watching this and haven't done so previously, because that would be absolutely amazing. So thanks very much once again, and I hope to see you again next time for more The Pale Beyond. Bye for now.